And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they're led out by Washington's 4th-round pick back in 2012, a 3-year starter in D.C., now going against his former mates. Here's Kirk Cousins. First play, here's Cousins. And complete to Drake London. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jonathan Allen make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, he might be a little jumpy as well. Might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Throwing is Cousins. And that is incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up the running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. So here is Washington now backed up a bit to start their first drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And the defense closes quickly there, and he'll get maybe a yard to the 33. 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that, and they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up, but obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 2nd and 7. On the option, here's Eckler. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. You talk about this Falcon defense. And right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. He'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool. He looks calm. He looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football so much at a younger level now, way more so than what we saw when guys came into the league when you and I came through.
And also just the way, in particular to him, Charles, how he handles himself in meetings, just so professional and mature. Looks like he's been in the league 5 years.
Yeah, he cares about the game. He cares about his performance, and it's showing.
Here's Rodriguez now on 2nd down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And the Falcons grab it.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from them, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And they take over in a precarious spot here, albeit after forcing the fumble at the goal line. This is safety territory as they start from their own 1. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Again, it's Robinson. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Robinson up the middle. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Taking on the midfield logo. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. Down to about the 32. You talk about this Falcon defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
They spent the week in practice, and we know our rating's not that great. And we know we're facing the #1 passing team in the league. But there are some things that we can do to give ourselves a chance in this game.
His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Now 2nd and 5.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Commanders are going to have a first and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. From the 10, first and goal. They'll look to throw here. This will be caught at about the 5. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. On the option, here's Eckler. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Austin Eckler, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive is 6 on the scoreboard.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Falcons ready to take over. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year.
And from the 34, here's second and 4. Robinson with another carry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. To throw it is Cousins. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, well, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Cousins. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he's got room. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 59 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
I don't care what the game plan was coming in. After these runs,
you're running it, right?
you make sure you keep circling on your play sheet, running plays that are working, and keep patting those big offensive linemen on the back. They're doing a great job.
Goes without saying the defense is going to have to adjust to it.
In a big way, and they've got to figure out, do they have to sell out to stop the run, or can they just do it better than what they've done so far?
Here's 2nd and 10. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. He'll look to throw. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now 2nd and 9.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, the risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And maybe the wrong read there, as he's going to go down immediately. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This the most important of them all, 3rd and goal. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
McManus now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Bijan Robinson and the Falcons back onto the field. At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Well, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year not to take anything away from it. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll begin by running the option. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. An injury going to pause the game here, and it looks like it's Terry McLaurin who's in some discomfort. Not sure what happened. Hopefully this is nothing major. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On second down, Eckler. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And it will be Falcon football. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they have things going in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Play fake. Cousins. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. Drake London, his intended target. And that takes us from second to third down. Cousins to throw it. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he's going to have a Falcons first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2nd and 5. Throwing. Cousins. He'll get this complete to Charlie Warner. First target, first catch, and a first down. Now Cousins. And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack. Down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Cousins. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Eckler. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll try the right side with Eckler. Pushes past him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. A determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 32. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now it's the backup Mariota. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Zach Ertz from 17 yards out. And the Commanders take a 3-touchdown lead. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I'll overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. A quick throw there is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
70 yards rushing for him now to this point. Washington on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And right side, they're going to go option here. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
4th down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo. This one from 48 yards away. Koo knocks this one through the post, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they do come up with their first points of the game, but Charles, the question is going to shift to their defense.
Yeah, the way things have gone, 3 points could become insignificant fast if this grows to 28-3 or 35-3. They need this defense to come up with a stop, and they need to do it now.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Washington ready to try again on offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now a 3rd and 6. Throwing is Mariota. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Mariota on 1st down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Mariota. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. On the give, this is Eckler. Busts through the tackle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Mariota. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. On the screen, this is Eckler. Touchdown! Austin Eckler. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Commanders are able to add on to their first half lead.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown and teams that looked like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
Now McManus for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And Austin Eckler capped it off with the touchdown reception. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And here now come the Falcons. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 76 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one, a first down pickup of 8. They go quickly here out to Moore. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good down to possibly take a shot. And, in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Throwing is Cousins. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 33. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Cousins now on 2nd down. He's got the connection to Moore. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 13-yard line. From the red zone now, Cousins. And this will be caught by Mooney. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back to the ground with Robinson. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Cousins now. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Eckler. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's Week 13, so let's get an update on what's going on. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, where it was the Giants who pick up the victory at home. Devin Singletary, a touchdown run in the victory. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. 3 touchdown passes in that one for Justin Herbert. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Jordan Love with a couple of touchdown tosses. It was Austin Eckler who was the star of that first half. He found the end zone twice, once on the ground and once in the passing game, as he proved he's anything but a one-dimensional running back.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
And that's into the hands of Eckler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. To throw, Mariota. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line. On the option, here's Eckler. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Mariota to throw it. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Mariota. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it. Pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
McManus's point after is good, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the 2nd half now. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. And the Washington offense going back to work. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. To throw is Mariota. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Now when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Eckler now between the tackles. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Mariota now. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Running on first down, Eckler. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That good for 19 and a first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
They go play action. Mariota. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Commanders have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
And able to get this out to the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Throwing, Cousins. He's going to look deep for more. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. Oh, good move. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Eckler.
He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone. And now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage. And, again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Now Mariota. Mariota so nimble, sliding to the ground with a 1st down. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the 1st down.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Mariota. Wide open receiver complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
First down, Mariota. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Gets this out quickly to Dotson.
So no gain on the play, and now it's 3rd and 4. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
I got to think at this point, 3rd quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
Atlanta regains possession of the football. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
The throw over the middle taken in.
Now he breaks free in the middle of the field.
Touchdown, Falcons!
Kyle Pitts.
77 yards.
And the Falcons are able to claw one back.
When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Throwing the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Play action now. Mariota. He's got his man. That's Ertz downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The partner is still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the fourth quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 8. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Throwing, Mariota. Mariota so nimble, sliding to the ground with a first down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Jackson.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Commanders get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
A first down throw for Cousins.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Again, it's Cousins.
Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete.
And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Back now at FedEx Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now 3rd down and 7. On the option, here's Eckler. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So out come the Falcons now. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. From the gun, here's Cousins. That's complete to Mooney. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a 1st down for the Falcons. Now Cousins. Over the middle, caught by London. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll throw again. Cousins. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Cousins. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Daron Payne never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12.
The drive had started well after a punt last time. Now it's slowed down a bit. And let's face it, they don't want to punt the ball back-to-back series. They want a sustained drive on this one.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Now back to throw. Checks this one down to Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a 1st down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds. Here's a 2nd and 5. It's Eckler again. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that's the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. Now a play fake here on first down.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. They'll drop to throw.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They can continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
I'd sure love to offer some advice to the defensive coordinator, but his guys are just getting run over by an offense that's executing like a well-oiled machine.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on a
touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Extra point from McManus is good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.